What's going on, guys? Back at you with another video, and in this video I will be reviewing my old slash scrapped creative maps. Enjoy the video. If you're wondering how these maps came about, I did have a code up until late 2022. This first map we're looking at isn't my first map, but it's one of my maps that got published. I didn't fully get to publish it because there was like a whole system I had to go through, but this one is just a real simple map, a real simple 1v1 map, just something basic. You got the reset build button right there. That was really complicated to set up back then. And then you got this thing, use it to reclaim your height. But yeah, it's got some tweaks to it, so like it just launches you across the map. It doesn't work that well, but I mean, there's not really much to it, so that's about it for this map. On to the next one. Okay, one of my favorite maps in this thing. This was my favorite map to make out of all the maps I ever made. I wouldn't say all the maps, but most of the maps. This is like an ant hide and seek type minigame. Like, see the hiders are all spawning there, and then like the seekers, they get speed boosts, and yeah. There's a timer, but like I didn't really have a team setup thing, so I just like used buttons for people to press to go in or out or whatever. It was like you go into the building already, and then if you're the seeker, you get the weapon. There were like so many details on this map. It was like a prefab I just made like extremely large, but like gosh, the amount of details. I'm gonna go through most of the map and check out what I built in this map, because there's a lot. So this was like, the whole car thing. You like hide inside the car or whatever, and like there's no way getting back there because I put a barrier. It's just exact replica. Now this vent is like an air duct that just goes throughout the whole house, kinda. I mean, it just goes from like the garage to the laundry room. There is like a way to get in it, but like I'm just gonna show you this way because I forgot how to get in it. See, like just teleports you. It's like it's taking you to like the other end of the vent. It's a cool trick. It's not really a trick, but it's a cool system. It's like you're going through one big tunnel. And mind you, you're like ant size. Like, well, everyone in the minigame is like ant size. So yeah, everyone could just go in these little small places. Oh yeah, here's the way to get into the vent. There's a lot in this map to show. I think there's like a little too much to show because like I built a lot of things. See all these rooms back here? Like you just like whenever you press these buttons, you go to different rooms. This is the laundry room, and obviously you really can't get out of this thing at all. It just keeps pushing you back. And I thought that was pretty cool, like because the dryer's just drying you or whatever. The dryer's just blowing you back. But yeah, that's that. There's more rooms. Back to the main map. This, I forgot why I put this here, but I guess it's like some secret thing the hiders can use to like attack the seeker or something. Or it was, I think I had like some kind of zombie event. This lava was supposed to kill you if you landed on it, but the thing is old. And then you got this dresser thing or whatever. It's a cabinet. Takes you to a replica of the cabinet, but like you're super small, so it's like you're inside it basically. There's like some cool spots you can get up in here, and if I can get up here, you can basically just climb up here and hide. The seekers can go in these spots too. It's just the game has to be started. But there's a lot to this map. This is like the replica of the prefab. I'm not gonna show all of it because it's just too big of a map. That's what most of this video is probably gonna be like, where I like show like most of the map, but not completely all of it, because there's just too much. This is one of my favorite parts on the map. It's the attic. It's got like the most detail in it, I'm pretty sure. It's got like all these Christmas supplies, Halloween decorations, whatnot. Anything you would just see in an attic. Anyways, on to the next map. This map is technically one of my second maps ever, because the mini BR series is what really made me start working on creative maps. I watched like a bunch of YouTube videos on mini BRs, and I was like, oh dang, I want to make my own. So I decided to make my own. This isn't my first mini BR. This is like the fourth season because the other three seasons got deleted. It was like all in one map. So I technically made like a whole new chapter or something. And you got some cool locations over here. Original ideas, by the way. This is like a canoe camping shop. It's not that good on the inside. It's not finished upstairs. I forgot about that. Yeah. This kind of sucks. Now that I see it, I really didn't put much effort on this side of the map. You got the vehicles. That was like a lot of memory. This bridge. Uh, this is like season 4, so it's like pretty late into the season. This was like the last season, and it only lasted like I think a couple weeks. But you got all this. Like there was like little details on this map too. Like this is when I was like really good at making mini BRs, and this was like mostly when I was like adding lore. I was like adding random lore. Down here was like some kind of event, but the season ended, so it's all gone. And it was like a boat that led out here. Not this boat. This is like a little barbecue boat. It's leaving the island. It already left the island technically, but that's a part of the whole lore of my mini BRs. I'm pretty sure this thing was my first mini BR, if I can remember. But you got this another original POI. It's like a what's it called? Independent Island. It's kind of a stupid name, but it's just a small island next to Bob's Barn over here. Got Bob's Barn. It's a floating barn. That was pretty original. The names of all these POIs are original. You got a fish flake. It's flake because it's like on a lake. But yeah, I was like 13 at the time, but this was like pretty cool. I made some pretty cool stuff. Fish flake area ain't that cool either. That's kind of this is kind of the worst side of the map. Now that I see it, like I said, this sucks. Like, what was I building? A hotel? No, this thing is empty. Yeah, I didn't even finish this. I just ended the season. Called it a day. This thing is awful. Why'd I even build that? Little sushi shop. I guess it's alright. It's got like little stuff in it. Some detail. This was like late summer. I think that's when I ended this season. But yeah, that's why there's like some new stuff. Not that new. There's like this place. This is like a recurring place in most of my maps. Uh, Unpleasant Place. It's actually like a remake of Pleasant Place, like my first POI I technically made. I think it was my first. But yeah, and then you got these power towers. That's what I call them. Then a little Viking area. I think it was like half Viking season. I don't know. Broken Lighthouse. And then this shop. It's like a summer shop. It was like a one-time thing only. And then came back like season 6. I'm pretty sure or something. Or season 5. Yeah, everything's all packed up in here. The dude left. There's like lore, so This may sound like a little bit nerdy, but like I added lore to everything. Like everything in here was just all like flipped around, packed up, whatnot. This is like, I think it was like when cash registers were a thing in Fortnite, and you could like rob them, get gold or something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Another original POI, catastrophe crater. It's like a lava thing, a lava meteor, and then like alien stuff's growing around it because like the whole area is just a catastrophe. And then yeah, you got coal cave, fish flake, uh, that unpleasant place, and yeah, that's about most of the original POIs. Like this was like my most original idea map. I didn't like do the whole 0 point copy and paste maps like people were doing back in the day. Well, it's time for the next map. This map, Season 5. I made this map right after Season 4 ended. And you can see the same thing, the battle bus, like the custom battle bus, because, you know, Crib 2.0 wasn't a thing. I still can't use Crib 2.0 because I only have a laptop and I play on console. But this season was like a whole reboot season, kind of like everything kind of returned, everything from season 1 of my mini BR series, except for this. This is like, I guess it's a remake. It's like it's a Tiny Tilted, and yes, I know what you're about to say in the comments. I spelled tiny wrong, but that doesn't matter. It's an original POI, and it's kind of not an original POI, so I guess flame me if you want. But this was a pretty cool POI. It's like a miniature tilted. It's technically supposed to be a remake of my POI called Tiny Town, but I turned it into like a city type build, like tilted towers, but it's tiny. So it's tiny tilted. And then over here you got this snow POI with the sausage mobile, and there's lore to these food trucks basically, just like how Fortnite does their lore with their food trucks. You got the Durr Burger and Tomato Head, but this was tacos versus sausages. I don't know why. I was 13 years old at the time and I was pretty dumb. But these are some more cool POIs. And then Bob's Barn is turned into Bob's Barge because he left the island and brought it all on a barge. Why did I not keep the original floating barn? I don't know. Here's the green boat that left the island. Like, this was the boat I'm talking about, not the barbecue boat. The barbecue boat is now futuristic, but they like both left the island at the same time. And if we go inside, you can see that they are fishing for gumbo. So it's a barbecue and gumbo boat now. This is one of my most favorite mini BR POIs because it is super original. It's like a big swamp. It's not like Slurpy Swamp. This is kind of better. Like it's like a original swamp. Let's go over to the actual first original POI I ever made. This POI is the castle, like the main thing. Like it was literally the first thing I ever started on. Like not Pleasant Place. Pleasant Place happened like the last POI I made, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I want to correct myself. The castle is the first. This over here is Lotum Lodge. My original idea was to have like a bunch of different lodges just spread out across the place, but since this is like a returning everything season kind of like that. I just decided to just, put one and put like a whole museum behind it. Now, inside the museum is like a bunch of different seasons we went through. You got chapter 1, season 1, the beginning. Chapter 1, season 2 was Viking season, and that's kind of where I got cut short because Fortnite decided to delete that whole island from me. So after that, we go on to chapter 2, season 3, New Island, and it was just like season 4 basically. Chapter 2, season 4 was a meteor. It was catastrophe crater. Now I don't know why Fortnite deleted that from me, but it sucks. Um, this was kind of like a remake of chapter 2, season 1. But yeah, like I said, the season 4, season 3, those were original. That whole mini BR you saw last map was original. And this is chapter 3, season 5 and 6, but I haven't made it yet because I made a copy of this island, but turned it into season 6. Let's go over to my other favorite area. This is a simple little bridge I made. It's one of my favorites because I was like getting good with making like roads like this, and this had like a lot of detail to it. See how like it's curved and like there's cones blocking off the trash. And then that summer shop it returned. This is basically turning into a um some kind of fall shop. It's not named yet, but it will be next season when we get to that map. And this bridge just leads over to Pleasant Place, like the return of the actual Pleasant Place on my first VR. Next map. This is season 6. So all this is like after my code got deleted because Fortnite decided to take away my code for no reason at all. And now I just have to make maps for fun throughout this era. This was a big like pirate invasion season with like a snow thing because like I think it was in the middle of winter or something. But I didn't show y'all this. This is just a little cabin on a little island. And as you can see with the birthday cake, it's the first year birthday of my mini BR series on this map. So season 6 is like made a whole year after I first made my first mini BR. This map is pretty big. It's pretty much the same as the last map, but like the only thing different about it is there's like snow everywhere and pirates everywhere, and the lodge area expanded a little. But the downside to this being expanded is there's like little to no detail because like Fortnite just kind of put me down there, like just said, "Hey, we're gonna take away your code, so you gotta make maps for fun now for no reason, and nobody's gonna play them because your code's gone and you can't publish anything." Well, yeah, I kind of got like bored, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really gonna put much detail on my maps." This museum expanded a little. You got chapter 3, season 5, third connection. Don't remember that what that means. Um, chapter 3, season 6, plundered. That's this season, so yeah, after that, like most of the season just ended. Like all the chapters ended. No more museum. The swamp got a little update. It's got the cube monsters, like the zombies. This fall shop kind of updated. I don't know what happened to all the pumpkins and the turkey in the middle because I did put that in the middle, but I guess not according to the game. It's kind of bland. Everything's bland. There are cool like details in the map though. When I was still having the code and everything, because I almost put a code on this map, but like it was just like too late because uh yeah, Fortnite's a ruined thing. The Yeah, I told y'all there's lore to the food trucks. The food trucks crashed. One's right there, and if I can find it, it's the sausage one. It's somewhere around here. Yeah, there it is. The sausage one is about to fall off too. It didn't fall off yet, but that's technically a win for the sausage team. Everything over here, Pleasant Place, stay the same. It got a big pirate thing. I didn't show y'all this beach, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Uh, yeah, it's got a truck crash into this. I thought this was pretty cool, but yeah. That's about it for this map. Everything kind of stayed the same. Maybe a little bit details there and all that. Um, and these green boxes you see all over the map, those are like POI indicators. Because like I made this thing wherever you go into the POI, and then it'll like say the POI's name on the bottom of your screen. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature. But I lost my code, so I don't really care about this map. I would have if I had my code still, but yeah, I need to quit complaining about my code and just move on to the next map. Season 7. Now, when I tell you this map had so much potential, it had so much potential. Now, at this time, I thought my code was coming back for sure, which I think it did, but then it got taken away again because I didn't fill out no tax form or whatever, because Fortnite wanted me to like gain money from it. I was like 14 at the time, or 14 or 15. Yeah, I was 14 at the time, and I didn't really need a tax form, or I couldn't really fill one out because I was too young. But Fortnite wanted me to, just so I can keep my code. So yeah, Fortnite, that's on you. This map is kind of like my season 4 map, a bunch of original ideas. So it's not really a remake of any of my past maps. It's just like original ideas. Like I was trying to make a pretty big mini BR and just turn it into like a full size. I don't know what I was making, but it had like so many Easter eggs and whatnot. There were like a few Easter eggs to like some other games. Like over here is like from Red Dead Redemption 2, the ending. I'm not really gonna spoil it for y'all, but you gotta play the game to see it for yourself if you haven't played the game. I mean, it's been like 8 years since the game came out, so. But this whole thing was like a little cave thing under it too, and like most of the map was hollow, so I can just like build whatever I want under the map and have the little secrets. Bob's Barn came back. That was like the only comeback thing on this map because I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's add Bob's Barn back. It was a pretty cool BOI. And I added it back, but I made it huge and have a lot more land and room to work with. Down here is a bunker. It's like a kind of secret meeting, like OG's bunker. And you got the gold pump over there. And then over here, you got the island in the middle of the table with all the people surrounding it. It's kind of like I don't know what it is. Back out here, I really thought these roads over here were like a really cool detail. And this town was supposed to be like a train town, like with a train going through it. But like, I think there was like just too much memory or something. This is technically a 0 point. You can't go through it. So this was like, one of those copy and paste maps, but it wasn't really like a bad copy and paste map. I mean, it's kind of bad looking at it now because like the whole map is just 70% trees and there's really nothing to it. You got this huge crater. This was my favorite thing to make, and it's like a pretty cool bridge thing. Like it's just framing on it. Nothing special. Over here, you got the same thing. It's a little valley with a framing bridge. This right here was just like a little miniature neighborhood, just to add detail to the map, so it wasn't so barren with all these trees everywhere. I mean, yeah, if you want to build a sky base on this map, you could just farm all these trees and you got all the mats in the game. Over here is a treehouse build. I don't remember why I put the cake there. I guess it was because, like, it's season 7 and it was supposed to, like, connect to season 6, but it never did. But this is like a little treehouse you can actually go in. And I just, like, took a big log and stacked a bunch of trees on top of it. And then made a treehouse. This is I think it was a volcano or something. Don't know why I put it there. This was a little detail I liked. Bunch of crates. And then you got this car shop over here. That's what took up most of the memory, were the cars. Then you got this little broken road. Well, that's about most of the map. On to the next one. Biome Royale. This was like a sort of new chapter to my whole series of the last mini BRs. Like after season 7, this was like a fresh restart, kinda. Pretty sure it was like the first fresh restart. I'm not sure, but this was a pretty cool map. Like, it's the same thing like season 7. It had so much potential. It could have just, if I added more to it, it could have been a success if I was able to publish it. But nope, people just want to play those brain rot maps or whatever. There was like a ton of detail to this map too. Like most of this stuff was kind of like based off places I've been in real life or whatever. Over here is a POI called Lichland or whatever it was. It's kind of based off of Adventure Time. If you ever watched Adventure Time, there's like this barren desert land, and it's like owned by the Lich, and it's just like a wasteland of a city. I added like this little storyline down here. I forgot what kind of story I was making, but it was a pretty cool thing I added. Um, it was just like little gnomes on a little hill. I think it was like a sort of remake of the Adventure Time story. Like, the whole place got frozen by the Ice King, and there was a nuke, and it just kind of wiped off half the Earth. But if you ever watched Adventure Time, you'll know. But yeah, this was a pretty cool little area, I'd say myself. I was making good stuff from like 13 to 15 years old. And mind you, like 99% of these maps I had no help with. Now, I'm not trying to be like prideful or anything, but I'm just saying 99% of these maps I didn't really have any help. So I did it all by hand, all by myself. This is another unique spot. It's like a little mine or something. And then over here you got like the Breaking Bad reference. Like Jesse and Walter just sitting outside. Then you can actually like go into the cave. That's the thing about having like these high up maps. That's why like later on I was building my maps super high up in the sky, because I was like, I kind of want to build something deep. So that's what I did, and I made this actual cave you can go in. And then there's like a lot more. It goes like down into the grasslands, and there's like different biomes, because that's why it's called Biome Royale. You got the grasslands, deserts, and snow. Over here was another cool little area. It's a jungle area. It doesn't really have a name, but it was like chapter 4 when the jungle season was a thing. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this to my advantage. So I did, and I just built a mini jungle with like as much detail as possible without overloading the memory. But that's what happens when you try to, build anything in creative, because the memory just gets too high and you can't build anything anymore. I was like around 16 when making this map, so this is like pretty advanced for a map like this. And around this time, Creative 2.0 has been out for quite a while because it released like at the start of chapter 4. But like I said, I didn't really have a PC, I only had a laptop, and I was able to make this. This POI over here is a real life POI. Well, in real life the trailer ain't flipped, but I had some pretty cool details to this, just cause why not? This is a real life POI I've been to. I'm not gonna say where it is, but it's based off of a little RV park. And you can just like buy a ticket to just camp here for a couple days or something. This is also a real life place. This is a real life gas station I've been to. It's really cool actually. Like I'm a local to this gas station in real life technically, because like there's all this stuff is just real, like the aisles, the cash register. This is all what it kind of looks like inside. I mean, it's not 1-to-1 scale, but I had to like upscale everything because you know how Fortnite is. And then back here is like a little kitchen area. I've never been in the back of the kitchen, but I I'm like going by guesstimate of what it looked like back there. And it was a pretty cool gas station. You got like the restaurant, the actual gas station, the bathrooms. You know how it goes. You know how gas stations are. Yeah, that was a pretty cool real life POI I made. Over here you got Arid Alps, and on the peak of Arid Alps, you can claim the Infinity Blade. It's kind of like Polar Peak, but it's just Alp, like the actual Alps in real life. And then you got this zip line. This was like pretty cool when it first came out. It goes all the way down to the other side of this thing. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this map because there's like not really anything else I added. The rest of it is just like blank space because I was like asking people for ideas on what to add. Yes, I know I said like most of it's original ideas, but like sometimes I would have been like, hey, what y'all think I should add? And someone will give me like a suggestion and it'd be pretty cool. So, shout out to the people who gave me those suggestions when I was making these maps back then. And that's pretty much the end of the video. I got no more maps to show today. So, I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. It would show your support and mean a lot.